Hi everyone, I'm Emily Wishall of Wishall Wellness Live in Alignment, and I am an embodiment coach and a certified rolfer based out of Boulder, Colorado. And this is my weekly Body Love blog. So today I wanted to share with you on your physical and energetic presence. Your physical presence is the number one most important thing that attracts people to you and makes them listen to you. So we have our physical body, so we have our muscles, our blood, our bones, etc. And we also have our energetic body. So our energetic body being the life force or the chi that flows through us and around us. One of the most important energetic centers in the body in all healing traditions, martial arts, and yogic practices happens to suspend in the womb space, or for men that might be like the lower abdomen. So this space is literally in the center core of our body, and it's inside the body, so it's back and towards the spine. In Japan they call this space the hara. In different yogic traditions and Zen practices they call it the dantian. So one of the functions of the dantian is to actually ground and receive yin energy from the earth. So that yin energy is that stamina, that ability to continue on that kind of this energy of what the earth's bringing us right now, right? In our reality of all of a sudden time has kind of slowed down and we're at home and we've been in such a yang go, 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 and maybe we've burned out. So this center has the ability to really ground and build that yin reserve, and so that stamina and that strength. So this particular space, the womb space, is really the Art of Feminine Presence group work that I do with women. That space is really the center core of the work we do. Personally, in my own experience of connecting with that place, and little by little, every day is a practice, right? But little by little, more and more getting to show up and interact from that space, or even think from that space. What I find is, the I am not enough voice, that comparison voice, it doesn't exist there. And well, that alone is a gift, right? So I don't have to mentally conceptualize as hard the limiting beliefs of I just gotta think positive, I gotta think positive. Instead, wow, here I am in my womb space. And what happens actually, I do a practice with women, and I'm about to do a practice here with you so you can see what I'm talking about. But when we're together, I have them go into their head bubble. So head bubble being more where we tend to spend a lot of our day in worry and thought and to-do list and we leave our body, we leave our power source, we leave the present moment. And so then I have them connect and talk from that head bubble space. Then I have them connect and ground from the womb space. And what's fascinating, usually I just have them talk about their day, wow, what did you do today? Nothing crazy, nothing over, not traumatic, usually, minor mishaps through the day. But what's fascinating to me time and time again is when the women drop in and connect to their womb space, the way they share about their day or their morning changes. So they tend to use more adjectives, more feeling words. There tends to be a deeper sense of gratitude of what they remember. They remember more qualities and textures and how they felt versus when they recall their day from this mental headspace. That tends to just be more list making, or I got up, if my alarm went off, I was stressed, blah, blah. And typically the other person doesn't remember either really what they said. They were just oh, wow, or feel insecure for them or feel nervous for them, or just want them to shut up. Versus when they both are in their womb space and speaking from that place, not only does the other woman who's listening, does she really remember what that woman's saying, but she feels a connection. They feel a deeper connection to each other. Because there's inherently, you're coming from a place of greater truth. Without needing to work so damn hard on mastering your mindset. So just try this out. We'll just do a quick little short practice. I'll have you do it with me. I'm going to try and just keep it a couple minutes because I don't like these videos to go too long. But if you're standing, sitting, male, female, if you're male, it's still just that lower abdomen. Women, if you don't have the physical womb, it still doesn't matter. It's that energetic space. So it's about 3 inches below your navel, back and towards your spine. So I just want to have you have a felt sense of what is it like to come into that space? And I think for all of us right now, goodness gracious, like what a gift it can be to ourselves and to those around us and to the world if in this time of uncertainty and fear and that projected thought of what might happen, what if we could come here and just at least even as we're feeling the worry and the anxiety and the sadness and the grief, we're more resourced. So I just can go on tangents. So just close your eyes if it feels available, or keep them open depending on where you're at, but just see if you can start to flow your attention to the lower half of your body. So if your feet are on the ground, really feeling them rooted. Starting to now feel, can you connect with your entire pelvic bowl? So the front, the back where the sacrum is, down to the tailbone, down to the center of the pelvic floor. And can you fill that entire space up with your attention and awareness? And you know what, if you can't, it's cool, right? We're just playing with some concepts, some practices. So then imagine a light in the center point of that pelvis. So a light, it could be a rock. So you're 3 inches below your navel and you're back towards your spine. You're at the center point of your pelvis. Just notice how that feels to be there. And maybe you're watching me and not actually doing the practice. But maybe you've noticed, even just listening, maybe have your energy just slow down a little bit. Calm down a little bit. So I invite you as much as you can, just throughout your day, just to come back into that place. And if you couldn't quite reference it, it's okay. Maybe there's a place of practice that you have. Just let this video serve as your reminder. The more we can inhabit our physical body through our energetic presence, so bringing together that energetic body with the physical body, that is just where, one, I desire to live more of the time from, but that is where we find our resource and where we can find our strength and where we get to experience deeper connection. And also, I'm here in my office. I was here literally a week ago sobbing on the floor, just the grief of everything hit me. And even in that sobbing state, I still felt such a connectedness to the greater good. So felt more safe to surrender into the grief. So I have an Art of Feminine Presence group online. It's starting, if you're watching this before the date, I would love to have you join us. So it's starting Monday, May 4th. We're going to be meeting at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And so that group is limited to 6 women. We meet via Zoom. So wherever you are, we'd love to have you join us. And it's 6 weeks long. If you're interested, just message me and I'll send you more information. If you're watching this after May 4th of 2020 and you're person who identifies primarily with the feminine sex essence, if you identify as that and are interested in this Art of Feminine Presence work, then also just invite you to message me, because I don't always have my most current group offerings online. Sometimes I do, not always. But I'd love to connect with you and share what I have or share any resources I could send your way. And if you don't apply to either of those categories and you're watching this, then may this just be your invitation, your reminder to get curious about the center point of your pelvis or just have that intention of, could I be in my physical body more? That physical, energetic bodies meeting. And that's where that physical presence that I spoke to at the beginning of this blog, of your physical presence being the number one most important thing that attracts people to you and makes them listen to you. So if you're wanting to be seen more and heard more from your truth of who you are, then I invite you to try this on. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Emily Wishall, again, of Wishall Wellness. This is my weekly Body Love blog, and I look forward to hearing how this practice went for you. Take care.